everybody. This is Zeb, folks. Right now, I'm getting ready to shoot the second episode of Season 2, Inside the Ropes with Dominic Neal. So I'm actually at Main Event Fitness Center. This is where it all goes down at. They have all kind of events here. MMA events, as you can see the cage in the background, and you see all the bags in the gym. Yep. So this main event, you can come here and get your workout on with some of the greatest trainers in South Carolina. Dominic Neal be arriving in a few minutes, and then we'll get started. All right.
Inside the Ropes with your host, Dominic Neal.
Hi, I'm Dominic Robinson Neal coming at you with Season 2. This is our second show of Inside the Ropes, and I just want to say I'm glad to be here, and we're going to talk a little boxing, give you a couple boxing facts, and then we'll go into the meat of the subject of what we're going to talk about today. Alright, well, the little boxing fact today, since everybody gets caught up when they watch TV and they see fights, a lot of people don't know the actual sizes of boxing gloves. Well, in amateur boxing, you use two sizes. You use 10 ounces and you use 12 ounces. In professional boxing, you use 8 ounces and 10 ounces. In professional boxing, if you fight at 147 and below, your gloves will be 8-ounce gloves. If you fight at 154 and above, your gloves will be 10-ounce gloves. Heavyweights, I don't care if you're 500 pounds, you're gonna have on a 10-ounce glove. So that's our little boxing fact for today, because I know some of you probably didn't know that. All right, now, topic we're gonna talk about today, first thing we're gonna talk about historical matchups. Somebody asked me, what did I think about Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard? Then somebody asked me what I think about Roy Jones and Marvin Hagler. Okay, now, we're gonna go with Floyd and Sugar Ray first. First of all, Floyd is a great fighter. Sugar Ray Leonard is a great fighter. But I think Sugar Ray Leonard's heart was tested a lot more than Floyd's. So I actually think Sugar Ray Leonard would beat him because Sugar Ray Leonard has volume punching. He's smart. He was just as fast as Floyd. His output is his punching output is a lot different. Plus, he had to go to the well against Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, where he showed mental toughness, he showed physical toughness, and he fought greater opposition than Floyd. Not saying Floyd couldn't beat him. He might find a way to beat him because it's boxing. Anything can happen. But if I had to put everything I had on it, I would bet my money on Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard was a all-around fighter. He was a boxer and a fighter, and there's a difference between the two. A boxer can box, but when Ray Leonard had to fight, he could fight. So, Ray Leonard. Now, on Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones, I'm a little biased on this one, because Roy Jones is my dog. That's my partner. But if he fought Marvin Hagler at 160, at middleweight, that's 160, I would give the edge to Roy because I think Roy could outspeed him and stay away from him without receiving too much damage, and Roy would win the fight. That's what I'm sticking with. Roy Jones Jr. against any middleweight, I'm gonna have to ride with Roy, except Sugar Ray Robinson. All right. Now, we're gonna talk about the fights that happened last weekend. Not this weekend just passed, but the last weekend. We had a great card here in Main Event. We probably had one of the best boxing shows ever in Columbia, South Carolina. The main event fight was a fight that you could put on actual TV. It was Matt Strode against Javier Frazier. Those two fought 8 rounds, non-stop, toe-to-toe. It was a great fight, and the fans got their money's worth. Matt edged it with a majority decision, but it could have went either way. So it was a good fight. Then you had the co-main event. My son DeAndre fought a guy, I think his name Jason Ward. Great fight. DeAndre put on a boxing clinic, Boxing 101, dismantled him. broke the whole car down from the engine to the oil pad to the tires to the seats inside the car. He broke him down, got him out of there in the third round stoppage. An excellent display of boxing. The fight before that, you had James Hope fighting DP Powell. DP Powell fought James Hope. He broke his hand the second round, still went the distance, and it was a good even boxing match. James Hope was a fighter that I used to train a long time ago, and he was on his way to being one of the brightest stars in the game. He fought Chris Algieri, he fought a host of Dat Win, he fought a lot of good fighters. It was a good fight. DP edged it out with a broken hand, so I gotta give him his props for his heart that he displayed in the fight. The fight before that, we had Logan Howler against, I don't know the young lady's name, but Logan won the fight. Logan, she had to make some adjustments because a lot of times when you're fighting somebody who's not as skilled as you, they can make you look bad because they're not throwing punches like a normal boxer would. That's why a lot of times it's easier to fight somebody who can box than somebody who really can't box. So she had to learn that. So my thing is, you have to be able to adjust to any situation in the ring. Any type of adversity, you have to adjust to. So I'm gonna give her a C on that, but she tried to listen, make the adjustments. But if that ever happens again, she'll be able to come out and do just a little bit better, or a lot better, because we'll be prepared for it. This is the only place you can get experience. You can't buy experience, you can't get it off a video game, you gotta actually get in here. So you can do all the running you want all week long, all the whatever. But if you can't do it in here, then there's no need to even be boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where you get it at. Now, see, my promoter got any questions? Correction, my promoter who's filming the show, does he have any questions for me? What you got for me today? I know you got something for me. Now, check it out. The producer just asked me to explain to him the Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. What do I mean by why did I think Sugar Ray Leonard would beat him? First, I'm gonna tell you why. The quality of opposition. Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran 3 times. A lot of people wouldn't fight Roberto Duran back in the day. He fought Tommy Hearns 3 times. He fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Now, and when he fought Marvin Hagler probably was the most feared boxer on the planet. Not shooting down anything. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Floyd. Floyd just haven't faced the quality of opposition Ray Leonard fought. And it's not his fault that he was born in this era. So I can't blame him for that. But if a stylistic matchup, I would have to pick Sugar Ray Leonard. Because listen, I'm fortunate enough to live in the 80s. I saw the 80s era. I saw the 90s era. And I saw the 2000 era of boxing. So I was fortunate enough to live in a time where I got to see great fighters. Even when I was young, when it was free on TV, I got to see Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton, Larry Holmes, Pernell Whitaker, Evander Holyfield. I'm talking about these guys. I've got to see everybody in their prime. So I would say, and if you do your research, go back and look at Roberto Duran at lightweight at 140, 135. This man was a beast. A beast. He was a killer. Ray Leonard fought him in his first fight toe-to-toe. Didn't run from him. Sat there in the pocket toe-to-toe. Now, Floyd is a great defensive fighter. Outstanding defensive fighter. I think there's only probably been one defensive fighter better than him in the past. I would say Willie Pep. Because Willie Pep he's the only fighter to win a round in boxing without throwing a punch. Remember that. That's a little history today. All right? He didn't throw a punch, but he won a round. Now, second of all, the reason why I think Floyd is all defense. His work rate wouldn't beat Ray Leonard. So let nobody fool you. And a casual boxing fan who all you know is Mayweather, do your research, do your homework. Don't just get mad at me because I know a lot of you hate when I say something about Floyd. But in this era, Floyd is the best. But in that era, in the 80s, 90s, couldn't handle them dudes, man. Grown men. Now, Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones. Here you got a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter. Now, the southpaw, a lot of time people say a southpaw has an advantage over an orthodox fighter. Well, not against somebody like Roy Jones. Roy Jones, super speed, super strength, can box, can fight, can do it all. You understand what I'm saying? And now we're gonna say Marvin Hagler was a dog. He was rough. His quality opposition was great too. Marvin Hagler was a dog, but I just think, and I'm a little biased, I think my boy Roy Jones would get him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say on that argument. Now, I'm gonna come in back in. We back. I'm introduced my partner, Ed Presley. You remember him from season 1? You know what I'm saying? He wear this little TFT
baby.
booty scratcher hat, but it's all good. Hey, say something, man.
Tears of D, baby. TFT.
He TFT fan all the way. Now, I know the fans want to know about the Floyd Pacquiao fight, because last time we was talking about that. So what do you have to say? Give me something in brief, and then I got a question for you. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Mr. Mayweather lover. Go ahead.
I mean, basically, man, my man got in there and did what he had to do. He pretty much schooled the boy. You know what I mean? Honestly, man, in boxing, you already know excuses, man. You got in that ring, you come in there as you are. You know, he's supposed to handle his business. If he lost, he lost. If Floyd lost, Floyd would have to. You can't say shoulders, arms, none of that. Take it like a man. He just got outboxed. Basically, he just got outboxed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, but Manny was. He made Floyd think. He made him think. A lot of people that really know boxing, they know it. He made him think. It was like, man, they was like, why he didn't go and then try to just take him out? Man, them shots Manny was throwing, it was crucial. And if he would have stood in that pocket, it could have got ugly. He was smart. He was like, nah, this ain't the thing I want to do. I'm gonna outbox this cat. He had to. Manny, honestly, that night, he got my respect. You know what I'm saying? He got my respect because I felt like, great. Why they keep saying this man great? But that night, I seen it. I seen something like the boy was serious. He was serious, but he just wasn't on that level. But serious up, man. That man was on his. He showed me why he dominated a lot of those boxes. Even at Cotto, you could say, well, he got him at catchweight. I think honestly, after seeing that fight, I think he would have beat him, even if they was at the same weight. Even if it was at 154, I think Manny would have beat him. And that's just keeping it real.
Now, let me ask you this question. Floyd, man. Do you think, prime for prime, we were talking about this before the limousine brought you up here. Hey, how you think about Floyd Mayweather matched up with Sugar Ray Leonard?
In the prime?
Yeah.
I mean, at 147?
147.
Man, I can't. I mean, honestly, man, them boys is big, man. Them boys is big. You know what I mean? I think Floyd would have did all right with him, but I think it was a different animal. Welterweight was a different animal. Like, I sat back and watched a lot of the Sugar Ray fights, and I watched how he get animalistic. He had a killer instincts. It just wasn't a game when Hitman Hearns had him, and Angelo told him you blowing it. He went for the kill. You know what I'm saying? It was a different animal. I think it would have been real tough. Cause Floyd is not a real welterweight. Floyd is not a real welterweight. So I just think at that era, with them welterweights as big as they were, and they threw a lot of punches and they was powerful, it'd been tough. It'd been real tough. Real tough.
As I was telling the fans that I said during a stylistic matchup, I said Floyd had a great defense, but a guy like Ray Leonard, those fighters are rare. You know, you get a fighter like that every 20 years. Yeah. You get your Ray Leonards, your Roy Jones, your Marvin Haglers. But then I looked at the quality of opposition. The quality of opposition was, he fought Roberto Duran 3 times. They say Roberto Duran is the best lightweight ever. At lightweight, he was a killer.
Right.
Then he fought Tommy Hearns 3 times.
Right.
Then he fought Marvin Hagler. Then he fought Wilfred Benitez. Those guys right there, just that little crop right there, that little circle, those some bad dudes.
He's a way bigger puncher.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not just only a way bigger puncher, but he can box. So he can stand there and bang with you, and he can outbox you. That's what he did to Duran the second time. He outboxed him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, with Floyd, he sometimes he have a choice where he have to box you. So sometimes he ain't gonna be able to bang. He wouldn't be able to bang with them boys like that. He wouldn't have had a choice. He would have had to be like that, a solid 12 rounds with a joker like Sugar Ray. 12 rounds and keeping that boy up off of you, or even a Roberto. I think he would have had a better chance with Roberto. Roberto was a dog, though. These some big boys.
Them some beasts.
These some big boys.
And they would. And you know what I liked about Roberto? He was nasty. I was reading a book, and they said Roberto Duran was the type of guy. If you came to the gym and sparred, he didn't care if you could box or not. He still was knocking you out.
Yeah.
I was reading that in Teddy Atlas' book.
Sugar Ray had to outboxing the second time. It wasn't no choice. It just wasn't no choice. You know, it just when I say Floyd the best ever, I say it because not just the ring. I say it business. Yeah, business, man.
You got to give him that for business.
You talk about the game of boxing is really about business. You know, that's what I would have rather see all of the guys like Muhammad Ali. All the guys that didn't really get it what they deserve. I wish they all could have got what Floyd is getting right now. I wish they all could have got there. Because that's what being the best is all about. Because at the end of the day, a lot of those fighters, if you ask them, that's what they'd rather. They'll tell you one thing on that camera, but man, I'm going to keep it real with you. Them cats would rather have that money and their faculties than to be sitting up there, everybody shaking their hand like, oh, he was one hell of a champion. Man, that man got to go home and look at some rusty damn trophies and no money? That to me, nah, that ain't what it's all about. I'm quite sure he want his son to be successful as possible, financially. Of course you want him to be a champion, but it's all about, at the end of the day, your finances. You want to take care of your kids, and kids. You want to have something at the end of the day. You still want to be known as a champion, but you want to have your faculties and you want to have your financial situation on point. And that's why I put Floyd on that level, because he didn't let the game pimp him. He didn't let him rape him. And then too many of us, not just blacks, the white boxers, too many of us let the game pimp us. Just to do what? Get prestige? Nah, forget that. Get the money, take care of your family, keep your faculties, and that's what it's all about. That's what's more important than anything.
I gotta agree with that. I mean, you gotta really look at it. Like, I think in the end, you know, the promoter, the manager, all should look out for the fighter, because you know, it don't matter. At the end of the day, that man got to get up in this ring and put it all on the line. Whether, you know, I've been in there. I've been in there where I had to walk that aisle, that long aisle, and get up in there and just me and another person. I had nobody out here to help me. So at the end of the day, if I'm entertaining, or because technically that's what you are entertainer. So you're an entertainer, and the promoter's not gonna pay you if you can't put butts in the seats. Right. That's the bottom line. So if they making money, everybody makes money. So the fighter should be the main one making the money, because he's actually the prize fighter. Right. He's fighting for a prize. So I'm not pissed off at all. Fighter can make as much money as he wanted, you know, during that time.
And say what you want to say. He put butts in the seats. They might say, oh, he bored, he this and that, but they pay to see him win and they pay to see him lose. But they pay at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. And people around him, not just the manager, everybody in Vegas was eating up off that man. I was out there. It's so much money out there, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And that's a win-win situation. So you got people that hate him, people that love him, for whatever reason. You haters, man.
Well, that's
the old haters. You need to cut it out. You know what I'm saying? The old haters need to cut it out. You know? This guy, I had to give him his prop. He wore the hat. He kept his bet. He kept his bet.
Yeah, I had to put a TMT hat on. You know what I'm saying?
Anisha Wright, get your hat ready.
Yeah, I wasn't. You know, I thought Pacquiao would beat him for style, but Floyd showed me something totally different. And Pacquiao said he was hurt, but like I say it to everybody, it might happen in the fight. But if he'd throw a showdown in the 5th round, he can't give him no excuse. He lost. You know, it is what it is. You lose some, you're gonna win some. But don't come back and say, man, I was hurt the whole time. But I felt like, even though I was going for Pacquiao, I think he did the fans an injustice, because if he was hurt, he should have postponed the fight. He came back where he could give 110%, because we paid $100. $100 to see that on pay-per-view. And a lot of people flew out there, you know, spent money, and then you only give them a 80% effort, and you still think you won the fight? Come on,
but I'll give you another point. Floyd knew his hands was hurt one time before he got in that ring. Maybe he tried to get the guy out of there real fast, and he actually, when he hit the guy, he actually got counted down.
Yeah, because he took a knee. Yeah, right.
You know what he did? He adjusted. That's what great fighters do. He adjusted. No excuses. One hand, he just stick and move. He just kept sticking and moving, and he won the fight. And that's what it's all about. You can't make excuses. Everybody's seen that he was hurt, so he had to make adjustments in that ring, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's what makes a great champion. You can't make excuses. You got to get in there and get it done. If you lose, say, hey, I lost. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, we're gonna close on that note. Glad my man Ed came back to do something. But even though he showed up late today, you know what I'm saying?
I had him out there fishing in the heat, man.
He had to be out there fishing in the heat. You right. But we're gonna dock his check. The promoter, Mr. Zeb, folks, is gonna the producer rather, Mr. Zeb, folks, gonna cut his check. You about 100,000 short.
Oh, man, I need that. Come on, man.
But you wanna give a shout out to anybody while you're here?
Shouts out to all my peoples, man. Hey, my man Corey Spinks, man. We had a ball out there in Vegas. My sister Chrissy Spinks. All my peoples, man. My main man Dad for coming down, support my man to fight Dre. You got to see Dre fight, man.
Oh yeah, tell them about that. Tell the fans about
my man Dre looking fresh, man. I'm telling y'all, man. He put the boy down with a body shot, and then he just kept whooping on him. I'm telling you, my man Dez came down, got to witness it, and we just waiting for him to go ahead. He gonna show y'all what he gonna do, man. Just stay posted on him, man. The Matrix, the man, the truth. Shouts out to him, man. I gotta cook him something. I told him I'm gonna cook him something for his birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday tomorrow, so June 8th is his birthday tomorrow. So
I got you, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get it. My son be 21.
Big ups to my girl Princess. Princess came out there in Baltimore to support Angel and them. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's real, man. Keeping it real. Everybody, I'm just glad everybody came out, man. My sister Didi, we got her in the boxing game now. She was out in Vegas. She was out there in Baltimore. You know, so.
Oh yeah, I gotta say something. When we went to Baltimore for Angel's fight, Ed was there. His uncle showed us a lot of love in his studio, his weight room, everything. Pool room, everything. So we want to thank him. What's his name again? Segovia. We want to thank him for showing us much love. We came up there and they took us out to a nice restaurant. Everything was everything. So that's what it's all about.
Shout out to everybody, man, for real. Peace.
All right, this is another edition of Inside the Ropes, man.
And my crazy
Inside the Ropes.
Kid, I said your name. See, I got you.
All right, thank you.